guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind That. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live. Today we are doing our monthly Hidden Gems segment. It's our throwback segment. You know we do it monthly on my channel because we do the throwbacks, and we're gonna do a hot topic, of course, guys. And my girls will be joining very soon. And so today we have the polls going, and the winner is Soul Food, but the runner-up is Jason's Lyrics. So we're going to talk about both of those movies. Hi, Savannah. Hey, Little Rock. Hey, Montana. And Owens. What's up, HEA? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are ready for, a good show, having some fun, and all that good stuff. So I got a little request because somebody was very, very excited about, us doing Soul Food. And, some people, they love themselves a movie, like for me, I feel like I love The Color Purple, and it's something that I could just watch anytime I see it on. I love The Color Purple, right? It's not my favorite movie, but it's one of my favorite movies. And so somebody loved Soul Food so much that she asked if she can actually call in, and I will definitely be doing that today. So if you guys want to call in and speak for 2 minutes, we only giving you about 2 minutes. You can talk about your favorite part of your scene, things of that nature. We can't be on that long because I gotta head out, guys. Okay, I'm just waiting for my folks to come in, and then we can get started. What's going on, Savannah? I'm doing well. Thank you very much. I said hi to Montana Max. Hi, Karen Jones. What's going on with y'all? Listen, I am feeling very tired, guys. I don't know why, but I'm feeling very tired. But I'm trying to step lively for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's get this. Listen, keep the funny comments going so that because I'm here for it all. So give me them comments the way y'all be doing, okay? So now, let me know you ready. All right. So we're gonna bring in my co-host, the Queen Muchilla. Hey, babe. You on mute.
What's up? Shalom, Savannah.
Hey, LSW. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on. Like my eyes feel really like, how when you're so tired, you can just feel it in your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, it's there, baby. It's there. Hello, everyone in the chat. This is what Karen Jones is saying. She's greeting you all. That's nice. I like when people do that
Hey,
as
Cam
well.
Jones.
Greet everyone. So you want to start off, Moochie? I mean, because listen, guys, we were coming tonight with one. I like to just do one hot topic, but we had something else. I don't know if Moochie wants to talk about it.
I don't know the breaking news. You want me to talk about the breaking news or?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know if I still want to talk about what we were going to talk about, but I don't know if you wanted to.
All right, so let's start with that then.
Okay, fine.
Let's start with that. Let me get my video
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Savannah. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you.
Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. I got another one.
Okay. Let me get my little thingamajiggy going over here. Yes, Kevin Samuels. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what we're talking about. Well, that was the added situation, but
all right, yeah, because that was breaking news.
Mm-hmm. So what?
That was breaking news, but I'm gonna I got everything in the queue. When you're ready, let me share it.
Okay, which one's is the second one?
The first one.
The first one looks like we want to do the breaking news first.
I didn't put that up yet. You want? I didn't.
Because I don't want to talk about that long, so I just wanted to gloss over it real quick.
And I didn't. Let me see. Let me get it.
Yeah, it's not really something I'm really interested in. Like I know he's a hated person, so I ain't trying to glorify all that right now. Not right now, ever. Um, I'm trying to look for my stuff, my channel. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Um, you can just talk about it.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know. I was just trying to get the article. So
So it's official.
yeah, it's official now.
Oh snap! Savannah said, "What did he do?
What
He
he do?
died,
He
girl.
died, honey.
Mm, he
He is
died.
no longer with us.
HEA, what is this? she what guys?
Wait, who
Show what?
laughed?
No, HEA. She did like an upside
Oh my
down.
God! Like
What is that? What does that mean when
that's
it's? I don't
no. That's what she said.
No, the upside down smiley face. I never understood what that meant. All right, let's bring in Nita.
All
You
right,
ready?
here we go.
All right, we bringing in Nita the Diva. Did I do what? What that just happened to Nita?
It was the wrong one.
That's because you.
It's there now.
All right, it was too many things up here. Hey, girl, sorry about that. I tried to click you on, and I clicked. Hold on, Moochie. I tried to click Nita on. Let me introduce, guys. This is Nita, your favorite diva. I tried to. You muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was backstage, but
it's okay. It's okay. We're trying to get things together. Oh, yeah, HEA said now she feel bad. Oh, you didn't know. I take it.
Yeah, she didn't know. Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah, HEA said she initially thought he said something crazy. Yeah, I don't know much about him, guys. Hey, pretty girl. I don't know much about him, so
I'm not following him, but I see a lot of his snippets.
Right.
Yeah.
Like me too. Me too. I refuse to give him my view in my clip.
Yeah. So is this it right here?
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, so don't know
passed
away.
Girl, you ain't not missing nothing, Miss K.
They saying
he don't even look familiar. Sorry, go ahead, Moochie.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're saying it's from a heart attack. Or some sort of thing. And they're saying some sorts of substances involved. We don't know yet.
Oh, so what that?
Okay, we don't know for sure. Allegedly. Let me just start out with that.
Allegedly.
He's no longer with us.
Wow. I don't even. Wow. I mean, he looks familiar, but not.
They said he was live last night.
That's wow. After
that.
He went live last night, and
that's what I heard. He was live last night, and
it happened this morning, right?
He had some woman there with him.
All right. Well, but, I mean,
just saying, look,
my grandmother told me if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
I'm just, this is the word on the street. I figured it was this just in, and it took time to get confirmed.
Right.
And I did get some of my information from, I was watching Nosy Ho. Shout outs to her. I was watching her when I was getting ready, and I saw her. They really did some digging to find out if it was true or not.
I mean, he looks pretty young to be having a heart attack, if that's what it was. Well,
he's in his 50s, so
yeah.
I don't know.
56 is really young to be honest.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying,
That's pretty scary.
When you start getting to 50, you start saying it's young.
It's, I mean, so fellas, take care of yourselves. I don't know all the circumstances regarding this man, but there's a lot of heart attacks around that age. So please take care of yourself. Yeah. Make sure you're going to the doctor and making sure that, you get your blood work done, and, just take care of yourself. So,
what this reminds me of, Kay? I remember having a debate with somebody else. I don't know if I should say the name, but if y'all watch the collabs that I do, you may already know about how sometimes people think just because you're not overweight or that you're thin or skinny and stuff like that, that you are automatically healthy. And
right, no,
it's absolutely not the case. So
not at all.
that was one of those things that just kind of came back to my mind when I thought about what you're saying about taking care of yourself.
Yeah,
Show yourself is healthy and all that good stuff.
Definitely.
Wow. HEA said she's been at the cardiologist all month getting tests. Oh, I hope everything's all right.
Right.
I've been through that. Listen, I've had stuff going on with my heart at a very young age. So sometimes that I don't want to put it out and be like, that's a concern. But sometimes, but I go back and forth every now and then. But, thank God things are fine. But I think my anxiety has a lot to do with it. So, but rest in peace, Mr. Kevin Samuels. I hope that you made your peace with the Lord before you went on.
Yes, sir.
We want to go ahead and talk about this situation with when did this happen? Like yesterday or something?
What?
Or the somebody attacking
the Dave Chappelle thing?
Dave Chappelle, yeah.
That happened. I want to say it happened yesterday.
Yesterday, right?
Well, it happened like the night before last.
All right, so is this the one that I'm doing here? All right, guys.
Started over.
Somebody gonna attack this man. Look at this. Oh my!
I wish I had the part where he got up and was swinging too, Dave.
Oh gosh, he wasn't playing, huh?
He was swinging too, y'all.
So does the second one show a little more?
The second one shows him, has him talking, and it's funny. It's hilarious, y'all.
All right.
Thank you, son. It was a trans man.
Of course.
Nigga, I'm back there squeezing them nigga too. Niggas, I seen Busta Rhymes on it. It's like, that's how you do it, God. Busta, what's up, Busta? And they beat your ass. They beat your ass, nigga. Damn.
Wow, his arm is like jacked up. This guy, I seen like a picture of his arm, and it
his
just
arm looked like a chicken wing.
It looked horrible.
Got his chicken wing.
Yes,
his chicken wing arm. That's what you get for running on the stage.
Listen, I can't help to think when I saw this last night, I was like, oh my gosh, please don't tell me,
Savannah, you right.
Please don't tell me that this is some kind of, I start thinking a little deep. All right, like let me find out the whole Will Smith thing happened so that we could get just segue right on into somebody jumping on the stage with Dave Chappelle, because a lot of people don't like him. Okay, so
really? I thought everybody loved Dave Chappelle.
Not the trans and stuff.
You heard what he said? It was a trans man.
They hate him.
I mean, well, I guess.
Yeah, they hate him.
They was trying to shut him down.
Mm-hmm. So I was looking at it like, I mean, I'm just talking, but I was thinking about that like.
For me, I thought that it might have been a little stage so that people don't jump bad, because don't think that Will Smith is going to continue to happen with comedians. So that's why I was like, well, what was the motive? And then he's not being charged. Why is he not being charged?
Did y'all see all the knots on that dude's head?
Right, he didn't already right. He got his comeuppance, but yeah, I still felt like he should have been charged.
He should have been charged.
Yeah,
you get a behind whooping and you get charged. What the heck?
He had the weapon too. The weapon. Did y'all see the weapon he had?
Hey, Miss Kira.
It felt a little weird to me. Yeah.
Well,
the way they handled it, I'm telling you, it felt like it was a statement that they were making. Like
don't think you're gonna be jumping on these stages now.
That's exactly what it felt
Jamie Foxx got up on there. He was about to get jumped. Jamie Foxx
Foxx and Busta Rhymes.
Chris Rock said was that Will Smith?
Yeah, he said, he came out and said, was that Will Smith?
I was crying.
Yeah, they jokes. Like, don't think that's what it's gonna be, because it's not gonna be.
That's what it felt like to me. That's exactly what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, but the show was just getting ready to start and this happened. So everybody wasn't there for curtain call. That's why it was no security there like that.
I like Savannah.
He got paid to get beat up, then he got heckled.
Wasted
your
Chris
money. Rock was there.
Walked out with a looking terrible. He looked horrible.
He had a whole forehead growing out of his forehead.
He looked like Martin Lawrence when he got beat up by Tommy Hearns.
Somebody put
did that. See the memes?
The dude, you remember on Roscoe Jenkins when he got hit with the baseball girl? The jokes write themselves. It was a mess.
No, HEA, I didn't know that. I mean, I'm not surprised at all, because I know after that whole situation, they were definitely having problems. Yeah, they were having issues after that. So I don't know.
I don't think he got over that whole thing with her cheating.
I think it should have happened a long time ago, actually. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be surprised if that is, because I did hear the rumors, but usually they address things like that. So I don't put too much stock into anything unless it's kind of confirmed or whatever. So.
Right.
I didn't hear out of her. Where was she talking about it at? And the fact is it an old clip?
Oh, it's saying a kick. Can you remove that? Or can't? Or I don't know.
Yeah,
never mind. No, it's Moochie. I was about to get it off, and it said, "You want to kick out the guest?" I was like, "No, I'm trying to remove that thing."
No, I got it out. I was just getting ready to ask you.
Thank you. Not just because I'm looking at so many things at the bottom. Hey, Ronald, what's going on? Yeah, so yeah, that's crazy though. But I'm like, wow, I didn't even know, first of all, that Dave Chappelle had a show going on. I'm like, okay, that's what's up.
You know what? Now that you say that, like, I feel like there's no advertisements for his shows. Yeah. Like, even when he comes to my city, I don't know until the next day or unless somebody is posting him. I was like, well, how do they do it?
He probably have like a super fan page or something where he do like an email or something like that.
I think that was a whole all-star thing, like, because it was more than, it was not only him.
It was so many guys.
It was other people performing.
Okay.
It was some type of festival they had.
They was doing some advertisements on I guess on Netflix. He was on Netflix on their channel today.
And that show was through Netflix.
Yeah, and Ebro and all them people was kind of interviewing them after the fact and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know, but I never get the advertisements. He comes to my city and I'm like, this what?
Right.
I love a comedy show.
Yes. Hi, Jania. So, like I was saying, that a lot of people hate him, but a lot of people love him. And I just think that his last special should have cleared everything up where he stood with everybody. He doesn't hate people from the LGBTQ community. He feels like it's the white people in that community. Like they do things to where it's like, I don't know. I don't want to go get into that, but
yeah, no,
I know where you
I don't have any
agreements on it.
Yeah, it's
like I said, they're just jokes, and at the end of the day, it's a joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. So I don't have any comments on it, but
that was just the trending topic thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy that he he's doing more shows. I love him. So I think that he be telling the truth. I mean, and I'm not just talking about the truth for, anything with the LGBT. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact. I'm talking about everything. He's not afraid to touch any topics. He's not afraid to call out racism and, just all of that. Even with the situation with the baby, I thought that his last stand up was brilliant. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was really brilliant. Did I say hi, Jenny, already?
You know, people just want a reason to be offended a lot of times. So
yeah,
you know, you just kind of have to have that blocker on and be like, okay, then well, you're just offended. So that ain't got nothing to do with me. So
right. Savannah said, I can take jokes, but I have a snappy comeback.
Hello.
Right. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Right.
You want to give it? Okay, shoot. Let's go. All right, guys. So we're done. Are we finished with that? We want to get into these movies. So the first one, as you guys know, Soul Food won. Jason's Lyric is the runner-up. So we are definitely going to be talking about Jason's Lyric first. I don't even understand how that happens. And look at that Jada. I'm telling you, she was so freaking pretty back in the day. Like, that was my girl back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, that, so anyway, I'm not saying she's not pretty now. I'm just saying she just really was. So
I mean, that was the first thing I was thinking. I was like, well.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, she had such a natural beauty. Like, now I can see that there were some things done.
There was some work done.
Yeah. And I kind of feel like
there
a lot
of some years added on to.
Yeah. And I just kind of feel like, dang, people, they just be looking so nice and, but it's to each his own. Some people don't feel that like they look that good anymore. So they feel like they got to do stuff. So now I wanted to,
before you really dig into it, he's going to be in Atlantic City.
Oh, so, okay.
Just cool. So y'all know.
Nice.
Days. May 28th, May 29th.
It's
in Your Dreams tour.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I won't be there, but y'all heard it.
She said she don't know. She said
y'all heard it.
She's got a Nation Live tour.
So now I got this picture of this is Mad Dog, and it looks like he's holding up, one of the boys. I think it's the older boy, Jason. And I just wanted to show this one because this is kind of how the show, the movie started off. And I just thought that it was really sad how everything played out with him. Because he really was a father that seemed really dedicated to his kids and his family. And then the war really just jacked him completely up. I wish I could talk to you guys for real, because there were some things on here that was triggering me. And I'm like, oh, shoot. But I don't know, man. So look, he got both of them. He got one of them up here and one like this. He's in this beautiful plain field, and they're waiting for the plane to come through and water the grass and everything. Just a nice little beautiful moment. And Jason is thinking about all that stuff. We know that he has nightmares, so it's just pretty tough on this guy. Hey, Tony Shy. Anybody want to say anything about this movie? We're not gonna be here long, so jump right in.
Oh, with this whole movie, I was so mad at the brother. Oh, I was mad at the brother. But then you see, it seemed like he inherited his father's like thing to his father.
Yeah. Yep. And you saw how when he came back from the war, he didn't want nothing to do with him, the younger brother, Josh. He didn't want nothing to do with him. And it's like he didn't want to talk to him or nothing like that. Owens, oh my gosh, trust and believe me.
Yes, he was saying that.
Same. Okay, I even got a quote for y'all. That's how much I loved him in this daggone movie. I got a quote for y'all. I felt guilty for putting it up there because I try to be as clean as possible, but I was just like,
nah, you gotta put that. I know it. I hope it's the one I think it is.
So there was something interesting that happened, right? When he came home from jail for like the fourth time, and the mom, had the little not the birthday cake, the welcome home party and the cake, and he came home mad drunk and just like put his hand in there. It just broke her heart. So I felt bad for the mom in this movie because I feel like she had a sad life.
Yeah.
You know, I think her life started off good with Mad Dog and everything, but once he went to the war and came back, that it was like her life was sad after that, downhill. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, and I just loved also how Jason treated his mother and how he was towards his dad. He just had this really sweet spirit about him. The mom was even saying, y'all like night and day. Y'all totally different. Mm-hmm. You know, came in there. She got him a job. He stole money from her register, got her fired.
Yeah, that was crazy. And she was at that job for 20-something years.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I said, oh my gosh, this is so freaking sad. But like you said, Moochie, he inherited. It's like the mom said, I knew that his ghost was somewhere around, but I didn't know it was going to show up in my own child.
Oh,
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's an alcoholic too. He's very troubled. But anyway, you know, this is when he sees Lyric for the first time. She coming up in there trying to get a TV, okay?
Swept him right off his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he like, ooh la la. When can I see you? Where we got? Yeah, when can I see you? How can all of this? And she was really playing hard to get. But I just thought it once they finally went there, I was like, this is some romantic stuff. I love this. Yes, Jania, I felt bad too. She was so sad. So sad. Just for $10 too. Like, really?
She's so pretty.
Really?
I'm glad you got that picture. She is gorgeous.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I had to. I said, I got to get this picture. That's exactly the thought that was going through my mind. I said, this is what I'm talking about. This was the time when it was just like, girl, work. Work. Yeah. And then when they finally did start really going on dates and everything, I'm speechless. He was washing them feet. I said, this man knows how to work it out. Look at you. Oh, and he said that sexy was a classic.
It was.
Somebody said something about the
hairy butt was a
you right? You said the hairy butt.
I don't know. I didn't mention it today. I mean,
you mentioned it a while ago. I remember.
His hairy butt.
Montana said this movie was realistic. Mm-hmm. It really was. They was even them having sex in the field was a little too real looking for me. The faces and everything. I was like, woo. They might have hairy butt. Listen, if you are attracted to somebody, right, and a man, and y'all dating, y'all finally get it in, and you find out he got a hairy butt, like, it's really gonna change that much?
I'll shave it, baby.
Just
I'll be like, come on, lay down on your stomach. And then we shave your booty. Lay down on your stomach and let me shave.
Oh my God.
One butt cheek? No, both of them.
Both of them. You should wax it. Be like,
I ain't waxed it.
I don't like you playing with the butt cheeks.
Look, let me just shave it real fast. If I got a black eye, then y'all know what's up. You don't like no butt. Yeah, let me shave your booty. Yeah, get the clippers. Yeah, you need clippers with that. You gotta line it up and everything. His butt.
Yo, that must have really been his butt, because
it was.
Yo.
It was.
Wow, look at this.
Who's gonna Photoshop a hairy butt in a damn movie? Ain't nobody photoshopping a hairy butt in the movie.
But you know how because they used to have.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Hold on, they used to have body doubles. That's why I'm saying.
So
that must have really been
body
his butt.
double?
Like, no, that's my point. Why do y'all miss the point sometimes? That's why I brought it up. I said that obviously had to be his freaking real butt.
Yeah, like,
because it was all hairy. Because you know that if they was gonna choose a body double, it would have been a nice, clean, They wouldn't choose nobody. They wouldn't choose.
But Kane, look at his legs. You can tell that's
you can tell he's a hairy man.
Right. You can see all that on his legs.
But I'm just trying to figure out why they didn't do a body double.
They're just like, you know what?
That's what I want to know.
That was back in the 80s. They not thinking
That
about
was in the 90s. You
But
mean.
they
It was
still
90s,
did that.
okay.
You know they did body doubles in the 90s.
Heck yeah.
Not
So I
for
wanna
the
know-
low budget movies.
I wouldn't really feel like this was low budget like that. I don't know though.
It felt like it to me. I don't know.
I thought this was really like I
They
don't
be
know.
like,
Like,
can you get a body double? His ass is real hairy.
Budget.
No.
Right, that's
You
what
know,
I
it's
was
not
thinking.
enough
I
for the
like,
budget. You're just gonna have to show his hairy behind.
You know how it works.
He's definitely a hairy guy.
Black
Definitely.
Yeah, when he got
black
hit in the
people
chest with the
feel-
basketball, pretty girl, he did have a hairy chest in New Jack City.
Yeah, we didn't get those types of luxuries back in those days. I think Bill Cosby said he did. He fought for them though. He fought for the right to have body doubles for
Mm.
No,
his
the
stuff.
stuntman.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, but yeah, not for a sex scene. One
Ain't
man don't care whether or not you use his body or not, and you just seeing his butt. I don't think it was. Yeah,
I mean, no,
I
ain't-
definitely think it was his butt.
No, I feel like I know it was his butt.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It didn't warrant
I was just asking you guys, do you think that was his real? But I feel like I know it
I
was.
feel like it was his real.
Yeah,
butt.
I mean, if it was
because
my choice,
who in the right mind?
right?
Savannah
would
said he
make
could have
a-
turned around so we could see his kickstand.
But you,
Oh my gosh.
you don't know. You know, men maybe think that hair is like manly or something. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
Like the girl in Austin Powers. You have hair like animal.
Oh my god, I love me some Austin Powers. Oh my god.
Oh my
He's
god.
like, you have hair like
You
animal.
are too bad. There you go, Owens. Where's this comment at? He said something about the sex scene. So, Savannah, I see hers. Look, the sex scene was hot, all up in the thing. It was, but really though, I don't know about that. I don't know about all up in the field though. That sounds like some itchy work.
You know?
Itchy work. Okay, so I don't know about.
Girl, you ain't think about that?
Huh?
You ain't think about that? Oh my god, it don't even look itchy. They look like the flowers look like cotton. Not cotton,
Everything looks
but
beautiful.
it looks yes, that's what I'm saying. It looks like you're like on
A cloud.
clouds. Yes, clouds.
It does. It's
beautiful
really-
the way they depicted it.
It's artistic. It's everything. That's why I said I didn't feel like it was low budget. It may have been a budget that wasn't that.
Savannah said, trust me, it's not comfortable.
Well, I heard that.
Thank you, Savannah. Thank you. Because I'm looking at it like, no, that look like
I'm
some
thinking about
itchy
bugs
work,
and all of
honey.
that.
They right. You getting bit. Probably got.
Mhm.
Listen. He hairy. Listen, them fleas was probably having a
Ticks.
Oh my
and
time.
that, right?
time, honey. Suburbia said I was gonna say the same thing. We got some wild folks up in this thing.
That was back in my old days.
All right, guys. Now I didn't put, the whole situation on there, but let me get one of them.
Let me get one of them titties
Them
to go in a side of ass and a couple of them lips. She was like, I'm on my break.
Somebody else served this food. Or this
Oh my
man,
God,
whenever she
he
said,
was
because I'm
the
on
most
my break. Oh my
Brad
God.
Pitt. She was a mess, but she was a comic relief for me in that movie.
Yes. Remember when she said to her, remember when they was her and Alonzo was they was about to get it in and he stopped and she said, well, don't stop the fire unless you can hose me down. She was mad. Stop the fire unless you can hose me down.
Is that the same girl that plays in
Ally McBeal?
Love Jones as Nia?
I think that's her.
Yeah, she was in Love Jones.
Okay.
She was Nia Long's friend.
That's all.
Yes.
Okay.
She was in
Yeah,
Ally McBeal. She used to be on Ally McBeal, and it was another. She was on 2 shows at one time.
Yeah.
She was getting it.
Start the fire, honey. You know what? And she was with Lonzo first, right? And you know, she's even one of those hopeless romantic chicks. She knows poetry just like Lyric, but she got the roughneck guy. So when she heard the stories that Lyric was saying, she was like, oh gosh. You done made love, Lyric. What she say? Janine said, I would have been mad too, but oh, don't start the fire unless you can hose me down. That is a frustrating situation, So I think we're pretty much nearing the end. We pretty much know what happens in this situation, guys. Hey, Inga, she said, I'm in the middle of watching Ozark, but I just wanted to stop and say hello. Hey, girl,
right,
thank you for coming. Yes, HEA said, Miss Lyric, you made love. Yep, you done made love, girl. You done made love. So, I think, let me get this off the screen, guys. Sorry, because that was hilarious. I'm sorry. There's probably another quote that he was just funny.
Sorry.
All right, we read. Oh, before we get out, because that was the last one. Before we get out of here, the problem with this whole thing, the guy said he had a job opportunity, Jason, and he was like, every time the guy at the TV store said, every time your brother come, you start effing up, you know. And it's so bad. It's sad because it's like he kind of gotta always stay around, and he gotta be stifled because of his brother, and he gotta help his mom and all of this stuff, and then you know how that went with the whole yo when he said $20,000 a year, I was like,
that ain't no
what? Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh.
I'm like, honey, what you doing with that?
Yeah. but that was, you know, probably was a good amount back in that time, but
in the 90s.
In the 90s still don't sound like it was a good amount, but hey, shoot. There was some stuff that was cheaper to have back in those days, you know.
Oh yeah.
Apartments,
gas.
Yeah, apartments and food and things like that.
I remember when I first started driving, gas was like 99 cents a gallon.
See,
I'm telling my age. I'm sorry.
Oh, so and then we know. I'm so glad that when he went up in the house and he killed all of them people, and then he was like, he had the gun on Lyric and basically saying, she taking you away from me. You know, he's something else. I love him though. But what's his name? Bakeem Woodbine.
Yeah, he's an underrated actor.
He really is.
He is. He's in
really
so
many
good.
things.
He gives his all in his performances. Is what I see.
Yeah, I love him, and I was so happy to see him in Wu-Tang. I was happy to see him in that. Yeah, give him some more roles, you know. Janine said, I love the part when his mom said, go, you don't owe us nothing, because if she didn't, he definitely would have stayed. That's true. Yep. That was good that she kind of stepped in, because you know he was a good dude. He was really, really a good dude, a good son, he was good from the start. That's just one of them good kids from the start. Grew up to be a good man, a good lover. And I was glad, but I thought when I first saw Jason's lyrics, I thought she was gonna die when he carried her out like that. That was so sad.
Me too. I do.
But I'm glad that didn't happen, because that would have been so messed up. But all right, guys, are y'all ready for soul food? Soul food. The first thing I'm gonna talk about with soul food, guys, is the freaking soundtrack is the best. Yes,
definitely.
Soundtrack is the best.
Definitely. Very good soundtrack.
Yes.
This is when you used to listen to CDs all the way through.
Waiting Takes Hell, Soul Food, man, all of them around that time was so good. So good.
Yes.
I think people were saying the soundtrack was better than the movies.
Ooh.
Huh?
Some people were saying the soundtrack was better than the movie. Not this movie, but
Not
I'm
that
just
movie,
saying,
but
like,
I know
they
what you
were
mean.
saying that was that back then. That's when the soundtracks was good.
Yeah, they was bumping. That's back when Babyface and Terry and the Jam and all them people was producing all them songs and stuff like that. That music was phenomenal.
Yes,
So
Breeze.
Classics.
Seriously. All right. We got, what's the name was on there too? What was that? Was Brandy on there? Or was that TLC?
I think it was TLC.
I remember
Brandy. I feel like Brandy sitting up in my room was on there.
No,
no, that was on Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale. You're right. That was another great. I think I'll be getting those confused.
Yeah,
that was another great soundtrack because I had that one.
Absolutely.
Of course, the legendary Mama song.
Yes, the Mama. TV show was great as well.
Yeah, that was
love the TV show.
Yes. Oh, we about to be playing a song for Mama on Sunday. Oh, I know. I remember one time we sung that. Well, we didn't sing it, but we sung a little bit of it for my mom.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, guys. Get ready.
Ow.
So I didn't really have an order of what's going on, guys, because I just feel like y'all could just be throwing stuff out there. Boom, 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 boom. Make it stick, honey. Okay. Y'all should revisit Soul Food, the series. Oh, wow. That's a cool idea. So,
really good.
You know, I don't really remember everything about the scene, but that was like her ex-boyfriend or something, right, guys? Or her ex or something like that. And
that was her ex-boyfriend.
And he was doing the most. I think he needed she needed some money for Lim or some money for something, right? And he gave it to her.
Yeah.
No, he got Lim the job.
Oh, something like that. He got Lim the job.
He came by and offered her money, but she wouldn't take it.
I knew there was something about. Okay. I knew there was something about something that he was not happy with. Lim was like, what the heck? I know. And then he was talking and telling him about it. Remember when he was sitting down and you just see his lips moving and Lim was looking all mad. And I was like, oh my God.
Yes, girl, you hear me? He was pissed. Like, it felt like he just kind of like tuned out. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, he was just.
But how?
Jania said he gave her a nice bracelet too. He was doing too much,
right? But how about don't say nothing to the wife? Say something to him,
right?
I don't know. I mean, his wife does have the better, but I felt like what she did, it was out of good intentions. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about how he turned all his anger on her, and all she was trying to do was do a good thing.
Well, he thought that she was messing with him.
Yeah, that's a little. I don't know about.
He thought that she was messing with him.
Tricky. It can be a little tricky.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta know that you hooking your man up with a job from your ex-man, you gotta know that's problematic. You guys to know that's problematic. I don't know. That just sounds like you asking for trouble.
I called it a hookup. I don't know.
Especially if he wasn't gonna rub it in his face, then it would have been a good look,
right?
If he didn't say anything,
and that's what I'm saying. Like when I keep trying to tell y'all, women stay out of men's business. Like that would be something. He rubbed it in his face, so I felt like he could have had the conversation with him since he rubbed it in his face, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, but then you go and take all your anger out on her, and that's not what she said. Yeah. She didn't know that he was going to do that. She can't control that man. She didn't know what he was going to do.
He was just like, what else you taking from him? If he gave you this job for me, what did you give him? That's not a question. I mean,
absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
but he had to ask the question.
Yeah, he did.
Had to ask it. Come on,
he did.
It's your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, and he was giving her jewelry too. Like, it's
not. The thing is he's my ex.
It's not a good look.
True.
He hooked you up, and I get what you're saying, Nita. He hooked you up with a job, or you used to mess with him. He over here giving her bracelets. He come to the shop flirting. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot for a man to question. You know what I mean? I could definitely see this being a question. Like, what the heck is going on between y'all? If the shoe was on the other foot,
right?
I'd be raising a whole bunch of cane.
Right. Have y'all seen Mekhi Phifer lately?
Tamika said
him.
I think he's on one of them doctor
the last
shows.
time I seen him was on the Bobby Brown thing where he played Bobby Brown's brother.
He be on them doctor shows like ER and stuff. I don't know if he's still there, but Tamika said, remember the wedding? He showed up. That's see, he was doing the most.
Suburbia, you cannot do a favor for a woman that good looking without expecting something in return. I ain't got nothing to do with you, with whatever you're expecting. How about that? You can expect all you want.
That's true. I second that. That's
all I'm saying. I don't know.
You want to do favors,
but men do that though.
Expecting.
You have to keep
and
that.
He did beat him up too.
And that's why you understand why he went off he flew off the handle, because men know how men think. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I do too. But at the same time, can nobody control me but me? Period. And that's just it.
Suburbia said he didn't put all the anger into her.
Yeah, he beat up the guy. He did beat him up.
Yeah.
He beat him up?
Yeah.
Yep, he beat him up.
Did he get
locked up after that?
And then he went to her?
Did he get locked up after that?
He got locked up after that because
you right.
Nosy sister got involved because she be doing too much and send one of their cousins down to the bar.
You right. He did.
That was Terry, right?
It was like
she got on my nerve. She got on my nerve in this. She just was doing too much and throwing it up in everybody's face. If you doing something, you don't have to do all of that. Yeah, if it wasn't for me, we wouldn't even have the house still.
Honestly, I get what you saying with her, but I think that she didn't get credit. And I feel like they put her in positions where she felt like she needed to speak up because she was always being used. Every time they turn, oh, you could pay for mama's bills and then we'll see if we pay you back and blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, this one right here, Vivica character, stole her boyfriend back in the day and married the man and had kids with him and all that stuff. Then she get older. She have her cousin, and her cousin screws her husband. I mean, she just...
Oh, the cousin was a piece of trash, too.
And her sister shouldn't have been trying to be with her man. Like, that wasn't right. I never, even when I watched this when I was younger, I never liked that part. I just thought that was real. Like,
it was trash.
She done went with her. She all up in the car doing whatever she doing with her sister's boyfriend. Yeah. I said, wow, that's a bit much. I ain't like that. But Terry's this, Terry's that. Yeah, I felt like she's one of those people that because she was treated a certain way, she turned cold. You know, I think that's what happened. She's probably misunderstood by a lot of freaking people.
Right.
Yeah, because she,
But at the same time, are we talking about Faith, right?
No, we talking about Terry.
Oh, okay.
To the right,
right,
Vanessa Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, Vanessa
I was
Williams.
Looking at somebody's comment. Okay.
Terry was on husband number 2.
Oh well.
Faith F the family.
You get a bad fish, you throw it back in the ocean. What the fuck?
Terry was the oldest, the dream child. Oh, Savannah said, I am a Terry. Okay, speak on it, girl.
Me too. The oldest child is always
and then when you do, and the funny thing about it is when you say something because people don't show any kind of appreciation, you wrong for saying it. Okay, well, don't be asking me. And when it's your turn, or you trying to treat me a certain kind of way after I'm there for you, then I'm sorry. Don't expect me to be on silent while because I feel like I need to remind you about what the heck I've done for you. Because you're being disrespectful right now.
Oh, well, if you ain't do it from your heart, why are you throwing it up in my face?
Right. I did it from my heart, but you acting a little.
But you acting like I ain't do shit.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. I'm
Child,
sorry if y'all think
I
that's
almost
petty,
feel
but
like I might be triggered. But
I feel like the same
I just feel like
I'm gonna tone it back down.
It wasn't even so much the part where she was lending out the money. The part where she called in a favor to get him out of jail, and then she brought it up. It was her fault that he got locked up because he sent that guy down there. So that part, yeah, she was wrong. She was wrong.
She was overstepping because in that situation, I feel like she was being like high Diddy, like, you know, like, I don't know. There were certain parts where I feel like she was doing like a lot. Like you said, doing a little too much. Like you acting like you better. So let's just get this trash locked up, you know, something like that. Right. But when it comes to, you know, her just them always okay to have the handout, I don't feel like anybody checks on her to see if she's good.
Not at all. Not at all. That's why they say check on your strong friends because they be going through shit and don't nobody can care. Nobody care.
Oh, Tamika said no, guys. Thank you. She thought he hit her.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
That's why she said. I said that. That's why she sent the cousin after.
Right. Because he trashed the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like he bucked the door down and broke the glass, and then all the people outside, all they heard was her screaming and him.
Oh yeah,
banging on the walls and all that stuff. So they didn't know what was going on back there. So yeah, she thought that that he was beating her up or something, or he was like abusing her in some kind of way. So yeah, that's why she did that.
Well, thank you for reminding me because I freaking totally because I went with here thinking, well, she was on her little high Diddy. Because she really was though.
It could have been a little bit of both.
She had both, but definitely,
I'm telling you, two things can be true at once.
Check on the strong people. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You got to. Everybody don't show everything and what's going on and how they feel, and you know, you see them then you see them flipping out, and people be like, "What happened?" You want to know? Oh, you care? Oh.
But you know, I think as a society, we kind of been conditioned to say that we're okay when we're not okay. And so sometimes people don't know because we're so busy trying to present and put on a face in the air, trying to say, and then you just need to find the language to be like, yeah, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it be that. And you know, it happens now. Like, you know, I mean, we're like almost 30 years removed from this movie, 20 years maybe, but it still goes on. It still goes on.
Yep. And there you go. Who said Suburbia? Did Suburbia say that she was irresistible? I mean, come on, guys.
Did he say that?
Don't get married. Don't get married if you find you feel like there's another woman besides your wife that would be irresistible. Don't do it then. That's all I got to say about that. I'm over here trying to find your comment.
I'm trying to find a comment.
You know what? I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
And if you didn't say it, Suburbia, if you didn't say it, I apologize. But I am looking for the comment.
He did say
I saw it.
I saw it.
Okay. And Suburbia acting up tonight though too, because he talking about that means I'm not doing any favors. Oh well, don't do no favors then.
Don't do it.
You don't do no favors.
What are you saying?
Because I don't know what you think this is.
Right.
You know? Like I'm some kind of hooker. That's you want to pay. You want to pay for it? Go pay for it. Heck is going on. There you go.
Look, cousin
was irresistible. What?
Why they calling you?
Are you serious?
What'd you say, Nita?
I said they calling him out in the chat though.
He said it. You see, I got the receipt. I went and found my receipt, honey. I know.
Y'all is on it tonight.
He just misbehaving tonight.
Acting all the way up. Where you at? Where you at?
cheated on Vanessa Williams because she didn't believe in his dreams. Oh, that's the same thing that with Ghost, right?
With Ghost, girl. If you know what, I'm getting off of here real quick.
There you go. He cheated on
Vanessa
Vanessa because she didn't believe in his dreams. So that's the reason. Come on. In the words of Jania, wow, Suburbia. Come on. Wow. Oh my God. Look at her looking stupid. Anyway, she cute and all, but she looks
crazy tonight.
She
said he quiet now.
She looked drunk. And look at him looking. And then listen, when he had her all up on that wall like that, and then Vanessa Williams, Terry just came in. Why? I was like, oh,
and she came in with, she had Miles with her.
And that's the only reason. That's the only reason why she didn't make.
What was his name? What was
make
his
a
name?
Fool.
Ahmad, I think.
She didn't make
Ahmad,
a fool, and she didn't make a fool out in that instance because she had the little boy with her.
Yeah,
but the
crazy thing would have went down.
She was holding it in.
But
though.
the thing is, right? Because I'm like, she went and held it in, and
That's
then in
worse.
this scene right here, she still did something crazy in front of the kid. Anyway, he was watching. He saw the whole thing go down.
Though, right?
Yeah,
but no. But sex is different. Well, no, sex may not be different than violence. So
Look,
I don't know. I don't understand what.
Oh, that's what you mean, like to not make
if
him
they would have
see.
kept coming, they would have walked in on them.
And we like, go ahead, go to the bathroom real quick. Wait over there. Go on and wait over there real quick.
Because
Auntie gotta do something.
The wall and they was going at it. He was
Auntie gotta do something real quick. I choose violence.
I was nice to the family, and guess what? The family, my husband.
Yes. Because they was like, oh, we gotta do this for the family. She said, oh, F the family, you know?
Family. Yes, ma'am.
It has to be hard for her too to see her sister like happily married to her ex-boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that bothered her. Remember she was mentioning it? That's what that was like the buildup. She was like, I always think like I see you and my sister. I wonder if that could have been me and you. Remember
that's
she said
sad.
that. She brought that up.
Yeah, that's sad.
But she was married already for the second time, I think.
Yeah.
Savannah, I know you did not say that.
He did regret it after the fact. He did seem like he did, though, honestly. He felt bad, but it was like too late. I don't feel like he felt bad enough to want to be with her, though, anymore. I don't think he wanted to be with her anymore. Do y'all remember? Strange Peaches, do you want to chime in? Did you want me to send the link to you so you could, talk a little bit about it? Because Strange Peaches is the one that requested to call in. This is
right on
movie.
time, girl. Come
yes,
on.
you right on time because we about to wrap it up, girl.
Come
so,
on, girl.
Come in and say your piece, honey.
Wait, did you give her the link?
No, I'm waiting for her to tell me if she wants it or not because I don't want to put it. I don't want to put it in if that's the case. But yeah, it came out with the knife, honey, and
she said,
and
"Of course."
She said, "Of course." Came out with the knife and still, she still like, didn't. Still look what you call it in the face and didn't do nothing. She should have freaking.
I'm surprised she ain't hit her.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You came out with the knife.
Bare minimum she would have got
out with the knife. Y'all was face to face, and girl, you should have just went ham. I didn't mean to disrespect you. Girl, stop.
That was a mess. What about I know I'm switching gears, but what about the big booty girl
at the wedding
on limb at the wedding?
Well, the grandmother shut that picture. The mother shut that down. Mama shut that down.
But what y'all?
Because they was getting ready to go out there and beat her behind. Because they was all in the bathroom having a powwow. But by the time they got out there, Mama was dancing to No Diggity. I got the
yeah.
Come on, big mama to the rescue.
Yes. Okay, we about to enter our guest. Give you a few minutes to talk about your movie, girl. Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Hey, y'all, what's going on?
Hey. What's happening? How you feeling, girl?
Good. I literally just walked into work, so yeah.
Oh, I hope you have a good night. Well, hopefully this will help, ease in and everything, smooth things over.
Oh yeah. But dang, y'all picked my movie. That is such a coincidence.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yes,
Oh,
tell
sorry,
us
go
about. Go ahead. Whatever you want to talk about, because we already talked about, Terry and the situation, her walking in on the cousin and screw the family. She pulls the knife out on, all that stuff.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but did y'all see how Ahmad was able to walk in on that adult conversation and nobody said anything?
I think it was a lot of that going on.
I want to talk about Ahmad too. I'm gonna wait until you finish your points, but yeah, I definitely want to bring him up.
That was just something that always irked me, because if I'd have done that in my mama's house, she would have turned around and said, "Get out of grown folks' business, get out of our conversation, get out my mouth, go in the other room because we ain't here talking." That always irked me. And I know it's a movie, they did it because it's a movie, but come on now, y'all in here talking about something serious. And he's standing there listening.
They could have been like
the narrator of the movie.
He was.
So I think that they was trying to show it from his perspective. But even still, the mother could have said, "Get the hell out the room."
Yeah,
I know. I was about to say, this ain't no real black household.
Yes, and the thing about it is, you're so right, because they could have been like, "Get up out of here," and he could have still been hearing from around the corner, because we used to do that. We used to be listening, and our parents didn't always know. So so that's right. He was all up in the family conversations, all up in grown folks' business.
And then
look at how he planned the dinner. That was
right. But, that's why I was thinking it was from his perspective. So I think the movie kind of like centered around him and his opinion and all that stuff. So he got to be in it at some point.
But Terry, she better than me on all levels, because I would have never let that female in my damn house. Excuse my language. But if she's supposed to be a lawyer, how come she just couldn't, get her a little Roach Motel or something like that? Like, does she
Why
really
you gotta
have
be
to go stay with you?
That should always be a no. Always. Sorry.
And I hate to blame Terry. I always felt bad for her character, but for somebody as stiff as she is, who needed to get the juice back in her marriage, you're gonna let this little hot thing shaking her behind in your house? Come on now.
Right, and she's a dancer too, so she's nice in limbo. In limbo, honey.
Bird already said she couldn't stay there with them. Because remember, they was like, she could stay at the big house. And she was like, no, she can't. No, she can't.
Now, if Bird told her to go, now how come Terry couldn't do that neither? Damn well Maxine wasn't going, fall for that mess.
Because Terry is the fallback person. When don't nobody else do it, Terry does it. She's that person. She take care of everybody. She steps in and do whatever, because she's the oldest child.
Bullshit. I don't take care of hoes. So
no, I'm telling you, the oldest child. You must not be the oldest child. So
I'm the youngest, but my sister is like the least responsible. So I literally have her 2 kids in my house, and I'm about to put a stop to that right now. So like, Harry can take it from me. I literally just went to court yesterday and filed eviction on my nephew. He's 21, so he needs to go. So Terry could have taken a few pointers.
Right.
Took a few pointers.
She could have.
It takes a while to learn the lesson. Most of the time when you grow up as the oldest child, you always have the responsibility of taking care of everybody else in the family. And so it is until you get into a point where either your health is failing you, or something is saying you can't do it no more, or just whatever kind of breakdown that happens, then that's when they start putting the boundaries up, and then that's when everybody gets mad at you.
And I know it might have been off screen, but Big Mama probably would have said, "You got to do what you got to do for family. You do what you do for me." Man, you don't get
exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Of course.
And that's what they do. That's what they do.
Hey lady, smile now, cry later. Said, hey ladies, got my drink ready. This was one of my faves. I was in my 20s when I bought the soundtrack and everything. Hey, okay, shoot.
That's another reason why I love this movie, because it was like one of the best movies in the 90s that had like this and Waiting to Exhale had the two best soundtracks in my opinion.
Definitely.
Remember, and I said that earlier too. I had like one of the songs mixed up because I was like, I always get their soundtracks mixed up.
I think they were produced by the same people, and that's probably why.
Babyface.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
Similar. Yeah.
Oliver said, leave. He wants us to leave Ahmad alone, okay? Big Mama in heaven eating greens. Like, don't talk about my little Ahmad now. Don't talk about my baby.
Right.
Yes,
the grandmothers, they
Boomerang.
That was a good soundtrack too.
Boomerang
Dead Presidents.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't want to get off track, but there was an episode of the Boondocks where Pops, he was talking about no, he had opened up his own was it soul food restaurant or something like that. Mm-hmm. And was it Huey? He was talking about like the soul food theory, like and he mentioned the movie. He was like, soul food is a movie about a big black woman whose family was taking care of her or something like that. Then because she was eating all that unhealthy food, she got her leg cut off, had a stroke, and died.
Oh no.
And then after the funeral, nobody went on a diet, nobody started eating healthy. They went to back eating the same food that killed Big Mama at the beginning of the movie. But at the end of the movie, I was like, didn't they have a garden or something like that? They had a whole garden.
They did. I think they started doing a garden. Yep. Wow. That's
they could have had the garden, but they was growing greens and cabbage, but they was still putting pork meat and stuff in their food. So
that's true. You know how we do.
Yes.
Especially the Southerners.
Yes, you can grow all the vegetables you want, but as long as you put some little bit of pork fat up in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta put the pork up in there. I don't eat pork though, but I totally know what be going on. We do turkey neck. Yeah, we do turkey neck.
Oh yeah, good old smoked turkey.
Smoked
turkey neck.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But I still eat pork. I eat pork, but I usually season with smoked turkey. The only pork I really eat is maybe bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
but that's my movie.
Yes. Well,
thanks for coming up.
Yes, thank you so much, girl.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Take care. Have a good night at work.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, so what I wanted to say about Ahmad, how do you think that seeing all of the family dynamics, how do you think that affected him? Because I feel like the story really kind of gave you some kind of closure, and they really tried to wrap up how he kind of like processed everything. I think he did it in a healthy manner. Actually, when I think
about the way he kind of got everybody together?
Yeah.
I think he did. I think he did the best that he could, and I feel like he was smart. Even though people got mad at him, I feel like he was smart. What he did, he brought up money. And that brought everybody together because he was already trying. He tried it the truthful way, right? Then he tried the truthful way at first, and people were like, "No, I don't think." Coming. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't know about that. So he lied instead of he talked about the money, and that got everybody coming.
Right.
And they try to jump down his throat, but he's like, y'all messed up the family. And he, letting them know that Big Mama is the one that taxed me with that. But this is, I mean, this for a baby, for her to tell a baby to do this, that's a lot. Yeah. And he loved his Big Mama, but I guess she must have had faith looking, I know you could do it. I don't know, I guess.
I think she told him that because she knew she was going and it was nobody else around.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Remember, they was arguing over her body.
I know she knew.
They was arguing over her when she went in that coma.
But I'm just saying, like, her telling him that seemed like it was a big task to put on a little boy like that. But
it is.
Maybe she felt like that was the only person with a level head.
That's all she could do.
Yeah. The level head. He did this one. He innocent. He ain't got nothing else on his mind. We know he loved the family. So hopefully we could use the child to do it. And he had to come up with the clever way. And that's that's what happened. So
yeah, and I applaud him. Like give him his roses. Like he figured out a way to do it, and I was just like, oh yes, this is great. Like, yeah, I felt like it was great. It was great. Well, I mean, they did the whole show. It wasn't the same character. It wasn't the same character, so I don't know if we in the alternate universe or I don't know. I just saw Doctor Strange, so I'm thinking about multiverses and
yeah. I was just
I'm like, how the hell do you have a whole movie and then have a whole different cast for your show? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. But I'm the youngest. He did a good job, and yeah, I just felt like he did a good job.
He did do a good job.
He did a good job handling that.
Yeah. Ronald Cameron says, I'm the youngest of a huge family, and I knew not to get in grown folks' conversations. And believe me, there was a lot of drama similar to this movie.
Absolutely.
So you was like this, like you was watching TV.
We all have someone in our family that keep us together.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep. So, but I mean, this. I felt really bad with him crying on this scene because he was holding it in too, because he was watching the family fall apart.
Yeah, he was grieving at the same time.
He was watching all the drama, everything that was going on, and there you have it.
It was breaking up the family. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff, all the things that was happening, it was breaking up the family, and that was his normalcy.
Right.
Whatever his grandmother provided, and usually with any kind of death in the family, and weddings tend to do it as well. It tends to be some kind of mess that kind of breaks out in the family, but definitely death does the family in. And I think he did a good job in navigating that.
Especially her, the matriarch. That's tough. That's
right.
Tough. Right. That's tough. Because when the family loses the matriarch, there's supposed to be somebody that takes over. I kind of feel like a lot of times that's not a good. That don't happen. That's not really I never see the transition.
Everybody breaks off.
It's so crazy because it's like once that happens, boom, and that's crazy because that's what happened in my family when my great grandmother passed away. We called her Grand Still. Once she died, we didn't have no more family reunions, none of that stuff.
Wow.
And it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Now my grandmother was considered the matriarch after that, but she didn't do nothing to bring the family together.
Yeah, y'all put a 1 in the chat if that happened to your family, the matriarch died and it fucked up, messed up the family. I'm sorry, messed up the family.
It's okay.
Put a 1 in the chat if it messed up the family. Because it is absolutely true. Because for some reason, like people can't get along. Like you got your cousins, you got your everybody, you're all extended family, but when that center kind of goes away, it just
look at that.
My father used to keep everybody together, and his sister, and when his sister passed away, now it's like we don't see certain people. Like it's hard. My brother tried to do something, and people came, but
Yeah, it's something. And then look at this. Here's another example from this movie. You see what Terry was doing, and this is one thing. Even though I say I feel like she was misunderstood, and I could see some of her plight and why maybe she was a little cold. I didn't agree with her trying to make the uncle go to
put him in a
home, because that's not what the mom wanted. If she had him there all the time, then. But I also understand that maybe there's nobody to take care of him.
I don't agree with that. Like if there's nobody to take care of him, he gotta have somebody to take care of him.
Right.
And it's not on me to do it. If I don't have the capacity to do it, then you have to do what's best for you.
I mean,
but the thing is, you get so much guilt and shame, and I just want people to kind of like release themselves from that guilt and shame, trying to do things that you're not able to do. You may not even have enough space to hold for yourself. You can't keep giving to people. And I'm going to talk about this more on the mental health live that I'm going to do, is that if you don't have it to give, you can't give it to somebody else. And so, and like I said, people will make you feel guilty. They will guilt trip you, all of those toxic, whatever. And I mean, it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. I just want people, I don't want you to be selfish. Like, if you are capable, if you are in a mental space, you can hold space for somebody else. If you got the means, okay. But other than that, like, I don't know. Like, sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes
I'm sorry. We all have an uncle living in the back of Big Mama's house.
Right. Or in the basement.
Yeah, I had my uncle. I think after my great grandmother died, my uncle was living in her house. That was her son. After that, he was on the streets. He was kind of I think he was pretty much homeless, and that's the thing. And I think that's another thing that matriarchs, they worry about. If they have someone that they're taking care of, they probably worry and feel like they can't rely on somebody else to, take care of that person for them. And sometimes they got to ask a person, to promise me. The people that I work with, I feel so bad for them because I work with people that have developmental disabilities, and I have a lady, she's like 80 something years old, and she even still changes her grown son's diapers, and he's like 50 something years old, and he got older brothers. They don't lift a finger to help her. She is worried about dying because she feels like her sons are not going to take care of him, and what he's going to do is go to a group home, and she don't want him to go to a group home. And this is the type of stuff that people have fear about, which is why they fight, honey. They stay alive for a long old daggone time. They be like, I ain't going nowhere.
That's the thing for me. I noticed that, like, I'm just talking about just experiences that I've had just with people that I know, and a lot of times women do not require men to do those things. They don't require people to step up and do those things. And so, they're capable of doing it. But if you're going to worry yourself to death to do it, they will very much allow you to do it.
Yeah.
So you have to teach people how to treat you. So when you're doing these types of things, and I always just want you to try to figure out what you can do. Is this not always just like you gotta do it? Do you think somebody gonna take responsibility for something? Like, how when parents say that parenting is a thankless job, it is a thankless job. Like, you do the stuff because you are responsible for them, but sometimes you're not responsible for them, but you're there. But if somebody else is not responsible for them too, if you're doing it and you can't do it, and you don't advocate for yourself, and you don't speak up for yourself, then that's not what's going to happen, because Joe Blow over here ain't going to want to do nothing because it makes him uncomfortable. It takes money out his pocket. It does whatever. So a lot of times you have to set a boundary where it may make other people uncomfortable, but we have to find a better solution, because you can't run yourself into the ground. I've seen women run themselves into the ground. Like, I seen this girl, like, she would come to work and bags under her eyes. She working job after job after job after job, trying to take care of all these people that ain't doing nothing. They not even trying, because what? because you're doing it all. So at the same time, like, I just wanted to say, please take care of yourself, and please don't overextend yourself to a point where you don't have nothing. Because guess what? When you croak and die like Kevin Samuels, guess what? It's gonna be 10, 15,000 other Kevin Samuels that's gonna pop up, and you ain't nothing no more.
Yeah, they'll move on.
Like, they will move on. Life goes on without you. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm gonna stop ranting, but what I want women to understand is that we take on a lot, we do a lot, and I think it's a part of being self-worth. So not self-love, because it's not self-love. You loving other people, you pleasing other people, trying to do things for other people. And what I want you to do is just not do that. I mean, I need you to take care.
You have to learn to put your foot down.
You have to take care of yourself, because
and it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no.
Absolutely. Let me look on, because we've been over here for almost about to be an hour and a half. So let me hear what some folks have to say before we get out of here. So we have Pretty Girl. She says, from my experience, typically each grown child plays a role. One who provides financially, one who provides physically, and the other is usually the F up. Oh gosh. I Am Strange Peaches says, we got to learn how to burn the cape, kick them babies out of the nest. Me personally, I'm too young to be taking care of somebody else's kids when I don't even have my own. Understood. Jania, they saw it as they had her. She was breaking her back, so they didn't have to. Yeah, that's true. Some people do that. Some people try to break, they try to work really hard so that their family don't have to, You can't pour from an empty vase. That's right. Exactly. After a while, it's just a little too much. You can get burned out. You start, and then you have a nervous breakdown, and that's how it is.
I mean, my friend looked bad. Like, she went to the doctor. She's like, and she's my age. She was like, her whole side of her body feels numb. It doesn't feel good. It's hurting and stuff like that, because she's trying to work 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs trying to take care of people. So, like, stop.
It's a shame. All right, Nika, did you want to add something, Moochie, before we get to
I was going to say, sometimes you got to learn to clean house and set a deadline. And let them know certain things you're not going to stand for.
That's true.
I don't know. I didn't have to go through all of that with me and my siblings. We all pitch in.
So where do you fall in your?
I'm the middle child.
You're a middle child. Okay. Usually they don't have much responsibility. Like, you try to keep the peace. Try to,
I don't know.
I don't know about the middle child trying to keep the peace.
I don't know about. All I know is I live close to my dad. I'm the only one that stayed in New York. So, but everybody helps out.
I know some people, some situations are different. So every middle child, every middle child is not the same. Every oldest child, every young, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of times the middle child is a wild one. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you, Moochie. I'm talking about from my own situation.
Yeah, no, that's all.
I'm the oldest, and I'm like more, calmer. And my sister, she, another situation.
Where do you fall, Miss K?
I'm the oldest.
You the oldest? Okay.
Yeah, I'm the oldest. So
did you have to take care of everybody, or no? Was that not your experience?
That was embedded in me. And guess what? So then I teach my son the same thing, my oldest, and he looking at me like, what? And I'm like, that's what you got to do.
You like, what?
He a boy. He not gonna do that.
The boys are not. The boys are a different.
That's not my brother's the oldest, and he's like, he does.
The boys are really different though. Then it's not the same.
Since I've been hurt, my brother. When I fell down the stairs and I wasn't walking and stuff, my brother was doing my food shopping, all of that stuff. He was taking
It's
me
not,
to the doctor.
I think if you
taking my father to the doctor, all of that.
Yeah, I think if you have to, you know, they would, you know, but I don't feel like it's, but I think and I think I've heard someone say this before, that they would rather a girl be their oldest child, because they're more, it's like you have a little mother on your hands, you know, a second mother on your hands. Have y'all watched, when you watch Wu-Tang, you see how Cherie is, and she's not the oldest, she's the girl, but
No,
you see how
she's not
she
the
is.
oldest, but she's the girl.
But you see, you see how she is. She's like the second mother. She takes care of them. She takes care of everybody. And so that's my point. Like, with the boys can be protective, and they want to protect their family and try to provide, but they don't give that same kind of, you know what I'm saying? That same energy, that mother-like energy or whatever. So it's not
okay. I get you. I get what you're saying, Kay. I'm looking at the comments.
Ouch.
And the comments are saying that the youngest child has to care for the parent. And usually that happens because the oldest is burnt out. And we can't do it no more. And so a lot of times the youngest child gets favoritism because they get treated like the baby, and they get away with a whole lot of stuff. And so the oldest child feels away, and they felt like they did the work. They done raised all your goddamn kids. So how about you? How about you, the youngest? She favored you. You did all this for them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
maybe that's how that works out. You know what I mean? I'm just giving you a perspective.
All I know is I'm the oldest.
I'm the oldest, and I've been through some shit. I'm trying.
I mean, you know, and I kind of feel like, you know how and don't take this no way, I'm not saying I'm royalty, guys. I'm saying that, you know how if you ever watch The Crown, and the daughter, she knew what she had to do when her father died and she became queen. I just feel like I know what I got to do. And that's just how I think it's sometimes it's one of those situations where you're taught from a young age, they prepare you this and that. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I'm the oldest. That's who I am. That's what it is. That's what I got to do. I'm just take it like that's me. Ain't gonna gripe about it, but sometimes you do want to gripe about it when people start acting a certain way.
Right.
So, Inga, look.
Absolutely.
Oh, she said, my dad, 81, living in Florida, living his best life, but I take care of my mother. Go ahead, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. See, it's like people said, everything it's not always the case.
It's never always the case. It's always most or some of the case. But
she said, I'm the oldest. It's a gift and a curse. I treat it more as a gift.
Me too. And I totally understand what you mean, but me too. Yep.
I do, until they turn on you. Because they will. They may.
Well, that's about that, guys. Thank you so much. We've been on here for about an hour and a half, and I got some things to still do before the night ends. And I really enjoyed this conversation. I hope you guys did. And I really appreciate you all. Only child learns to do everything on their own. Yep, that's true. Only child sometimes. But guys, you guys take care and be blessed. Thank you so much once again. We got to figure out what we're going to do for the next throwback, and which is next month, obviously. We're going to be coming back next week for Moochie's channel, so stay tuned. Make sure all the notifications are turned on, guys, and we shall see you. Have a blessed Mother's Day. Love your family. Don't take advantage. Don't take
Game of Thrones tomorrow.
Game of Thrones tomorrow. At what time?
10.
Okay. All righty, guys. Talk to you later. Blessings. Love ya.